Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anime Cult episode 17. As always, I am one of your hosts, Mike Martin, joined by my other two wonderful co-hosts, Indy Mouse and Dodger. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
Glad
you?
to be here, Mike.
Yeah.
Really excited to talk about this.
Yeah,
This
everybody's
is going to
really
be the
thrilled.
best episode we've ever released.
Yeah, because of course we're here to discuss the ever popular season 2 of The Promised Neverland, which was at release widely acclaimed, heavily praised, scored high scores. No, people seem to hate season 2, and now I see why. Actually, it's holy shit.
Can I say, as a manga reader,
Yeah,
I might hate it more than you guys.
We got to get into that. This is going to be an all over the place episode, so bear with us, I feel like. But like, holy shit, how can it be so fucking boring? So Deus Ex Machina plot convenience, plot holes. And then it just was like, we're moving at a fucking rapid clip. We're just like, go, 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 and we're done. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Cut out like 3 major arcs or something.
I was going to say, the show feels like it needs to be like 3 or 4 more seasons long. Like,
and then it was like a slideshow at the end of all the shit they cut out.
It was a fucking like slideshow of like their lives at the end in the human land. And it was just like, what is happening? Like,
I've never been so disinterested.
Loved.
Yeah, I make it a point to what, like, I'm locked in on all anime. I'm like, I'm not gonna check my phone. I'm not gonna like go do something like have it in the background. I'm like locked in. But this was testing me. I'm like,
this is second screen entertainment.
I'd rather be scrolling Twitter than like sitting through this. But it was, we mentioned it last time. The worse than being bad is being boring. And man, this was boring. This is probably the worst anime that we've watched on this series so far, I would say.
So for anybody who's hopping into this episode and you didn't listen to the previous one and you have no like concept of Promised Neverland, I would say if you don't plan on watching or reading it, you should listen to the last episode first, because first season was pretty solid.
It was good.
The story is pretty solid up to that point in the manga as well. And I had said at the end of that episode that the story does take a dip after the story point of where season 1 ends. That's where it definitely starts dipping. I didn't expect for season 2 of the anime to be, what if we just smushed as much of the rest of the manga as we could into one season and then just slapped an ending on it and called it good.
Was there like a funding issue?
It was so sad.
I understand. Like, season 1 was received well, I imagine, when it came out.
Yes.
So why would was there like a funding problem? It
hit peak COVID, but it was already made pre-release. Right. So they had to delay it because of COVID, but it was already done. So maybe I don't know, maybe that really hurt it, but it was already finished, so it couldn't have hurt it that bad, because it was they're already sitting on a piece of trash that they had to get out.
Well, season 2 is essentially, let's take the heady kind of mind gamey season 1 great idea and scrap all of that and become a wilderness survival anime with some demons and not a whole lot of like mind gamey plotness.
Which again is what happens to every Prison Break show, regardless. That is what always happens. Is they prison break, and then it's like, now what?
What's so cool about the season 1 is they introduced the world of like, there are other ones, there are other places. So you could have this little side story of these free kids trying to get signals in, or maybe you don't even do that and you just focus on another place, and somewhere in the anime a weird message gets through and we know it's from the people from season 1. Like, you have other little islands you can go play in and have other mind games, because every child in all of these areas are going to be geniuses by design of the world. You can break out of prison and then go back to prison with new characters and stuff. Like there is, I feel like, an angle you could work there instead of being
Or
like fantasy. Or
we go into a tree with the demons and we hang out there for a little while, and then we find a vault where we're safe forever. And then we leave.
The 1,000-year promise, you mean?
There was never a sense of danger either. And for a bunch of like 8-year-old kids in a demon world, there was never a moment where I'm like, oh shit, they're in trouble here. It's just like, oh, there's like a giant monster coming to them. Okay, here come the demons. They saved him. Oh, here's like the town getting burned. Oh, no, never mind. Let's all be friends. It's just like...
Yes, yeah.
It's just, like you said, the Deus Ex Machina.
I feel like all of the reveals that they had really meant nothing because of the pacing and because they took out so much stuff.
The pacing sucks. It sucks.
And yes, by virtue of them trying to like cram as much as they could in, they did have to do, like Mike was saying, they did have to like Deus Ex Machina a lot of shit and be like, everybody's just fine with this now. Or, well, they weren't really in danger here. Or, you know, like
episode 2, they give Emma, like Sanju gives Emma a brief lesson on how to hunt. Minutes later, Emma and other young kids are just like master hunters. They're just hitting moving targets. They're ripping through the forest. All like how much time has passed? It's crazy. You're smart kids. You're nerds. You're like, I know you're physically fit, but you've never survived in the woods in your entire life. You've been in like there should have been a whole season where they're learning to like survive in the woods, but that shit just happens.
What if they found a vault with plenty of food in it though?
Oh,
that's a great idea.
Fine. They're just fine for good, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
What would be cool is if a lot of the interesting stuff in that vault just wasn't in the anime.
That would be sick. They should definitely cut out all the
cool.
interesting stuff.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
That was the point at which I was like, "Oh, we're just deviating completely. Like this is
like
not
speed
like the
running
manga at all."
Like it was like watching a speed run of a game, and they're skipping all the cutscenes and shit, and you're like, "What the hell is happening here?"
Yeah, things are just happening.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I have an interest in reading the manga. I doubt it now.
No, I will not be.
This is a pretty strong shot.
All I will say for viewers who do want to engage with it in some other way, there's a person in the vault in the manga.
Oh wow!
There's a person there.
See, that's interesting.
He was not there. I was like, what are we doing? Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now, is that person very important to the story?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why they cut it. Because he was important to the story, so they got to get rid of that.
No anime for smart people, anime for stupid people only.
Anyway, here's them all in a bath for 10 minutes.
They're okay. Not to like only harp on it. I
mean, that's pretty much all I've got.
Yeah, I wish I could have like a positive swing here, but I could not.
I did appreciate that in the story they tried to make it not just be the Emma and Ray show. They were like, the other kids are smart. That's why they were still alive. The other kids are smart. They have like value to bring. They tried to like, at least in a small way, flesh out a lot of the other kids and give them something that they were like interested in or good at. And I did like that because in season 1, it really was just like, we've got Norman, Ray, and Emma, and then the other 2 older kids, and then a bunch of children.
Yeah.
Just kids.
Is the manga hated as much?
I don't think so.
No, so the manga really is its worst criminal offense is being less interesting than the beginning, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. By the end it's fine. But it's never as interesting as it was at the start. The like mystery and mind games and things like that, they just never come back in the same way.
Yeah.
So that's its biggest issue. But then the anime cut out basically everything that people enjoyed still.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Is like there's a whole arc that people are like, it's not as good as the start, but like this arc is still pretty good and pretty interesting.
Is it the person in the vault arc?
Huh?
Is that the arc with the person in a vault?
No. No, it's a
A
separate
different
thing.
arc? How much did they fucking cut out of the goddamn manga? Jesus Christ.
No, a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no wonder this feels like a fucking mess.
When it feels like just suddenly we're in a new spot and doing a new thing, it's because they cut a bunch of shit out.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
That's
It's like there's a missing episode in between every episode.
The whole point of season 2, by the way, because we haven't really talked about it, is just like the kids surviving with these demons. These couple other demons save them and are like on their side, and they're trying to figure out why. And essentially, like, long story short, they eventually want to free the other kids, and also the demons are being like fed short on purpose because they're causing them to degenerate. Like there's like, oh god, I'm trying to like.
There's like a class system with the demons.
Yes, yeah.
So like more elite demons get to actually eat the brains, the part that the demons want, because they establish that in their genetics, whatever they're eating more of is what they start to replicate. And so the only reason they're able to have society and plans and a class system to begin with is because they've eaten so many humans.
So they're becoming more human-like.
So it becomes like all right, so the demons that aren't getting fed things like brains are devolving, so to speak. They're becoming more monstrous. They're not as smart, etc., etc. They do this like weird thing where they're trying to like humanize a bunch of the demons, and it never works.
No, I was like, really, we're just like, they're just other humans at this point too. Like the way you're like making them and giving them a society and stuff. You're like,
yeah, being like, these two demons just want a brain to feed their poor sister.
Yeah.
Turning into a blob. It's like, okay.
And then there's like then they eventually learn like some of the demons have like the evil blood where they can like feed it to other and it'll like reverse the degeneration happening and like can sustain them. I didn't give a shit about any of it. Like I genuinely didn't care.
Remember when they were in the middle of a demon town and they had worked so hard to make sure nobody saw that they were humans, and then they all just took their masks off and
they
had
had
a full
they went
right. Oh my god! Holy shit!
I was like, "What are we doing?" I know you're really excited to see Norman again, but it can wait. Get out of there.
But how will the viewer know who's talking?
Oh my god!
Is that in the comic or the manga too? Like, did they do the dumb shit like that in the manga? Or is that just an anime thing?
The Norman reveal is butchered in the anime.
That is a god, of course.
They build up to that in a completely different way.
He was just there. Like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, instead he was just like, "Hey, I'm here. I blew up another vault situation." And
he's been experimenting on demons.
A bunch of mutants now. We're all buddies, and I'm gonna kill. My brain's huge, so I figured out how to make a thing that just melts them.
Yeah, he made like a drug. I've been experimenting on the demons. Like what? Where have you found? Where have you been? Like,
it's been 20 minutes since everyone got out of that first building. What have you been doing?
It's the very end of the series. He shows up in like what, episode 9, 10 or some shit like that. Like he's at the very end. He shows up.
And he's like, I'm gonna kill all the demons, and then he sees a little baby demon called Emma, and he's like, never mind, this is not a good idea.
That's right.
And then he goes back on the whole thing.
For a hot minute when that happened, I was like, oh, are the demons like an evil mirror version of humans because she has the same name? No, I think it just she had the same name. Okay. Sorry.
They needed a reason for him to stop.
I was grasping for depth.
The demon was like, Emma, what a nice name.
Yeah, that's right. The old demon who was like, I'd love to eat a human, but I won't. This season fucking sucked.
There was one point when the demons offer to the original mum, like, go get them back. Yeah. And we'll offer you freedom. I'm like, oh, okay. Here comes something, like having the mum go out into the wilderness and have to hunt these kids. And she just disappeared forever. I'm like, where's the hunt? Yeah. Where's the mum hunting them in the wilderness?
No, because she had to be revealed to be a good guy at the end, Indy.
Yeah, at the very end when her chip was
because
don't you realize when their systems were hacked, the chips in their chest were disabled, which allows her to shoot them? Like,
Was it
that she
there
needs
was
to
a
be
lab
there.
at the end? The last 3 episodes I clocked out completely. There was a lab, right?
Yeah, there's
There
a
was
lab at the end.
We worked on Twitter for the last 3 episodes.
You were scrolling, and it was more
I was
entertaining.
checking my Steam Deck what I should download.
Yeah, she pulled a gun on Granny and was like, "My brain is also gigantic, and I've hacked all of our chips, and now we're free.
Yep.
And we've been waiting for this moment to rebel." The moms.
I mean, she shot, what's his name, Peter?
Yeah.
Or the other one,
yeah.
the brother of Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dies because he pulled the knife. And then all of the kids go to human world. And then instead of seeing any of that, we get a montage of still shots of them growing up. It felt like a whole other half a season. It could have been just them growing up. And then it's over. And then it's over, and we see Phil, who's like a tween now instead of like a little baby when we left, and he's like, Emma. And then it ends.
Guys, imagine if they had built up to that naturally, and we were like, "Oh my God, we've been through so much with these kids." It's really like sweet to see them grow up as just normal humans.
We're 15 minutes into recording this episode, and I'm struggling to like.
This is going to be the shortest one. I mean, there's another good thing. It was only 11 episodes.
Yeah, it's
it's
also short, like shorter than normal, like by an episode or two.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
When I got to episode 11, and I'm like, okay, one more, and there wasn't one more. I'm like, oh
it's
freedom!
Over.
And then I started watching the vampire one. I'm like,
I don't know how a show could have such whiplash pacing and like boarding.
Yeah,
like just
it's because nothing mattered. If nothing matters,
nothing was dangerous. Nothing was threatening. Anytime a problem was introduced, tension. It was solved in the same episode. Then things like you just said, like people would go off. It's like, okay, here it comes. She's going to hunt, and then she's just gone. And doesn't fucking matter. Like nothing mattered in this show. I don't understand how it was. Did something happen on the back end? Like, is there a reason season 2 is like? Why is the Promised Neverland?
It's like nothing
so bad
about the creation of it.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, really?
Funny because we had just talked about either last episode or the episode before. We had talked about the fact that they used to just kind of cobble together endings a lot, and they don't really do that anymore. Normally, they try to follow the manga pretty smartly. Yeah. And then immediately we watched a thing where they were like, we're just going to cut a bunch of arcs. We're just going to smush some shit together.
They smushed 140 chapters into 11 episodes. Holy God.
Man,
holy God.
Has there ever been another anime that's done that? Of like just butchering 140 of like manga into 10 episodes?
I don't know. Like we'll probably have to. We'll watch one at some point.
Yeah.
Another one, but like I'm like right now I'm actively as we're recording I'm like what caused it? Why is it rushed? And it looks like season 2 of The Promised Neverland was notoriously rushed because the production committee wanted to quickly conclude the anime to promote the already completed manga.
That's insane.
Oh no.
That is insane. It's had the opposite effect.
Well, my camera crashed, but you can still hear me, so it's fine.
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So the production committee was just like, so they used season 2 to promote the manga. What the fuck?
But as we are displaying right now, both of you have zero interest in the manga now.
No.
Because
why would I? That's crazy.
There's too much good shit out there to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to read mid. Even if it's like good or like okay. It's like I haven't read so much like stuff that people are like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever read. So I need to get rid of all that before I start like falling back onto it was all right.
Yeah, it's crazy too, because like we talked about it last episode, but season 1 wasn't great. Like it was very good, but we never deemed it super great. So like
it was like
season 2 to fumble
10 for me.
Like it was just like a huge fumble, and now I wouldn't recommend anybody watch the show knowing how the next season goes. Like
most people just suggest the first season
and just end it there. I mean, it does end in a way that you can kind of just let it go, and not have to worry about season 2. But God, yeah, it's just it's such a lost if the manga is as you're saying, where it's still good, I mean, even if it's not great, but it's still good.
It's
like
fine.
they lost opportunity. Sorry.
It's okay. It has the same issue where, the first season of the anime, the first I think 37 chapters of the manga have a lot of mind games and tension and mystery, and it just doesn't have that past that point. So it's also a comparison game, I think, where like specifically the beginning of season 2 of the manga, I think, or season 2 of the anime, I think on its own probably would have been fine. But like comparing it to season 1, you're like, we've lost something,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy. What a shift! What a shift in genre. Like it's just such a big change, and like you said, it's like you break out of prison, but then what? But like again,
right?
Yeah,
it's
like Duke said,
back in prison. That's what every show winds up having to do.
It screams like he had a good idea for a season, and that was it. After that, it was the Wild West of having to write just something,
creating a demon.
It just
So like
happens with
hierarchy.
so much stuff. Certainly, prison breaks or getting off an island.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think that's all there is to say on season 2. Really,
it's not even worth recapping because, like, what do you even say? It's like they get out of the.
We kind of did.
Yeah, we kind of did recap it. Like it's really that simple of a story.
There's no they meet a couple of demons that are like, by our religion, we don't eat humans. They teach them how to survive, etc., etc. After the kids leave, they reveal that more specifically, their religion forbids them from eating something they haven't hunted, and humans are protected because of the 1,000-year agreement or whatever, and you can't hunt them anymore. So the demons are like, but one day, if they live, they will make more humans.
Free range humans.
And then the kids find the shelter that is left by William Minerva, who they've been following with a special pen. And the shelter is just like left for them. There's evidence that somebody else has been there before, but there's no one there. How strange. I wonder why. Maybe the manga tells you more about that.
Yeah, weird. They should put someone in there. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be weird if somebody was in there.
Right? But a bunch of humans sent by the demons infiltrate, and so they have to leave the shelter, and then they're just kind of desperately trying. There's a big time jump for some reason at that point. There's a big like year-long time jump, and then they're just kind of living on the outskirts of demon cities and walking around in demon towns pretending to be demons. And then Norman shows up, and Norman's like, "What's up? I blew up a thing, and now I've got buddies who were all experimented on, and so they can kill demons super easy. And my brain's huge, so I made a melting potion. He's like, I'm gonna release a melting potion on everybody." And Emma's like, "Oh, but we've met so many nice demons. I don't think we should kill all of the demons." And Norman's like, "Shut the fuck up. That's crazy. We need to kill all of the demons." And then they make an agreement that Emma's gonna go and like find one of the demons that they met earlier because she's apparently like important. And then Norman's like, "Well, I'm not going to wait for Emma. I'm actually just going to blow up this whole town." And then like it was established, he meets a tiny demon that he's about to kill named Emma. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm a monster." And then actual Emma shows up. And when she looks in, he's a scared little boy. And she's like, "Aren't we all just scared little boys eating inside?" And then they hug, I think. I can't remember.
I think they hug.
And then all of the devastation goes away. And for some reason, everybody's super chill with Norman.
Because if they weren't, they'd have to have another season.
And then
they prison break on. They free another place. All the other kids.
Right. They prison break another
episode
place. 10. They get to the opening to the human world. They shove a bunch of kids through there. Emma's like, "I'm going to stay behind and make a new 1,000-year agreement," and does, I guess.
Yeah, a better one, a better world. I should just we don't fucking see anything. I think like she marries the other magical demon girl. It looks like they get really close once.
It did look like they got married, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like they got married at one point.
Other magic demon girl becomes the queen of the demons and marries Emma.
There's a couple shots. There's a couple still frames of her in the demon world, and then a bunch of still frames of modern world, and then Emma comes back and feels like, Emma? And she's just like, that's it. That's the end of the fucking season.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of it.
See, that summary was less rushed. than
Yeah, that's what happened. That was season 2.
That was season 2.
That was. I'm like, I get it now.
Honestly, if you're just listening to this and not watching it, you got a better version of the show.
Yeah, like we saved you what, like 5 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Well, what's next on the list then? What's our palate cleanser?
Gachiakuta is next, I believe.
Again? Is there another season?
Not Gachiakuta. Oh my gosh.
Oh my! I was like, okay, hang on.
What's it
Dodger. Maybe she either knows something or she's losing her mind. We got to figure it out.
It's got a similar name, to be fair.
Okay.
Gankutsuo. It still starts with a G.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Gankutsuo is the next one we're doing.
That's our long one. We need to figure out another short one, but
yeah, that's the next one is going to be that one. So I'm excited. It can't be worse than this.
Yeah, Space Count of Monte Cristo.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. Like, I don't know. Is there anything else? I rate this series a 2 out of 7. Like, I don't know. It's just not.
Well, if you're gonna drop it to 7, you're gonna make it 1.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I just don't. There's no fucking. I don't know what else to say about that. I just did not enjoy it. It was boring. It wasn't as deep. It wasn't as intricate. It was rushed as fuck. It was like the pacing was bad. The characters were not memorable. The demons were kind of stupid. I don't know. It's just a lot I just didn't like.
Just bad. Just really bad.
Really bad.
Yeah, it was a bummer because I expected it to not be as interesting as season 1, but I didn't expect it to do this.
Yeah.
So, it's you could have the experience of like watching the bad movie and then reading the book.
Yeah.
Sort of a vibe, right? If you at home, if you want to watch season 2 of the anime and be like, what the fuck was that? And then read the manga and be like, this is pretty all right, actually. Maybe that's the play.
Yeah. Go in knowing and understanding that like you're going to read the manga afterward.
Yeah. And then be like, why did they take out Yuugo?
Yeah, and they get more mad. Who go?
Hit me up. Hit me up when you get to Yuugo and be like, why did they take out Yuugo? Just hit me up.
That's crazy. I'm just baffled. It's nuts.
Well, now we got to learn about Yuugo. We got to go start reading.
Yeah, I'm going to start tearing through it. All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening. We'll be back next time talking about a better anime. I'm excited to watch. This is going to be a nice little palate cleanser. Appreciate you guys chilling.
Nervous you're going to hate it.
If I do, that's okay though. That's fine. If it's a long one, so it'll just be prolonged pain. Do people hate it?
No.
All right, then we'll be good. I can't imagine it'll be bad.
Just you, Mike.
Just me. Yeah, it's like I'm back. I'm like, every episode was torture.
No one hated it except you.
Except you. You're the only one. All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate your love. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.